Where? I've read it in the
Sudan.
Yes, in the Muslim world, you can buy a black slave.
That's not his.
It is in the Islamic world.
Lots of things going on planet Earth. We don't agree with.
So do you think that we should oppose the Islamic slave trade?
So when you say you're going to go in debate,
Do you think, your question, do you think, since we both agree that slavery is bad, do you agree that we should both oppose the Islamic slave trade?
I don't really see an Islamic slave.
That's the liberal.
No, I'm not saying
That's the cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, let me explain it. So
boys on ships crossing the ocean.
you can go
with
to
snakes on
Mauritania,
board and
you can buy a black. You can
Is
go
that
to.
what's scripted?
It's not. I've done my research with all due
There you go.
respect.
That's the liberal. They obfuscate about the problem.
Asking genuine
They
questions.
I've done my research with all due
It's
respect.
obfuscating. You're
You
obfuscating.
just said, oh, you've never got to the debate.
You're obfuscating.
I've watched his debates.
He's never lost.
I've watched at least 10 to 15 of his debates.
And he's never lost.
I've watched for hours.
And he's never
He
lost.
hasn't lost a debate. Ali
And
Dow
you're
and
not on
other
his
guys
team.
Ali Dow and other guys
You're not on
debating.
his team.
I'm not Christian.
Right, but here's the problem for you: is you just said slavery is bad. I just pointed out where
Yeah, but
slavery
won't
is happening,
oppose it.
but you won't oppose it.
Won't oppose
You're making out as if loads of ships are crossing the ocean with people in chains. I mean, I'm not.
There's
I'm not
loads of
denying
people in-
it's
there's
happening.
loads
Maybe
of
the
people
cartels are doing it in South America, but why
Okay,
there
you
as well.
What it is, right? In Mauritania, they're estimating around 20% of the population is in slavery. I have watched the videos with people in chains.
Yes.
In Mauritania, Mali, Chad, Sudan,
Nigeria,
yes,
North
also
Nigeria.
Libya.
Libya, yes.
You could openly buy
why
a
is
black
it
slave.
Algeria?
You
Why
could
is it in
openly
Libya?
buy a black slave
Who
there
destroyed the
for
country? I used
$200
to live there.
to $400.
Yes.
You can openly go and buy a black slave there.
So we know this.
Yes.
Did
The other
NATO
thing
call
is,
that?
So let's-
the other
Did
thing
NATO
is,
call
let's
that?
move-
okay,
Or you
let's
gonna deny
be
that?
honest.
I'll
We need to
debate you
stop.
in a second.
We need to stop doing this thing where we're trying to blame everything on the white man, right? The reality is, in these books, the Hadith, which is Persian,
Yeah.
right, who's not white,
Yeah.
it's allowing the slavery. You're seeing 2 blacks were sold to redeem an Arab.
Yes.
We need to stop making this that it's the
We
white
have to
man.
stop making excuses.
Yeah, they have practiced this slave trade for 1400 years.
Yes.
Right? They
Brother,
didn't take only black.
you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah, sorry.
So my point to you is,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Oh no, yeah, I was just showing the point.
So we now need to think, and this is where liberalism fails and Christianity succeeds. Because whereas we have just seen demonstrated, the liberal wants to obfuscate and wants to try to distract from the issue, a Christian has no problem in saying that we should intervene and stop the slavery of the cartels, and we should intervene and stop the slavery of the Islamic world. But the problem is, if you oppose Islamic teaching, do you think the Muslims are just going to give it up? Of course not. Exactly. And this is why the liberals fail. Because nice, comfortable liberals in their nice middle-class homes with their nice middle-class jobs, and most of them are white, they can't deal with conflict.
So you're saying they're scared?
They're
cowards?
They are shitting themselves. They are literally have brown stains in their pants, and they are all lily-livered, jelly-spined cowards. Because they'll say across the dining room table, slavery is an horrendous affront to human rights.
But they won't
And then you
condemn it.
say, well, here, Islam permits slavery, and they'll go, but we've got to be tolerant of Islamic culture. And that's cognitive dissonance at its worst.
Can you bring up the Hadith? Would you be able to check it on your phone of where the 2 blacks were traded?
We both know that Hadith is there. What's the point?
No, I want you to bring up because he's not believing.
I'm not interested. I'll talk to him separately. What is your conversation?
No. Yes, I'm agreeing on that. What I want to know is
because the thing is, if we start doing if we start actually doing some kind of theatre,
oh, you're saying it's like a
then actually his point becomes true.
Okay.
We started having a real conversation. Let's keep it a real
you're saying
conversation.
it got distracted.
Don't do something just because he's listening. Keep to the conversation you want to have. Otherwise, it's making
real questions.
Well, it is. I mean, okay,
soft as
so
you like.
continue with the conversation you want.
So yeah, like, you know, I'm just very interested in this, and, you know, like a lot of people are just leaving from that religion and becoming either Christians or becoming atheists and stuff. And what do you think is like can be done to help those people?
Great question.
Because a lot of people are being threatened and attacked.
Yeah, great question. So the first thing is the church needs to get in shape. So right now, I am trying to help a Christian who's been forced out of his family home. He's been made homeless, right? And a lot of Christians are not there to support him, right? He's homeless, and now as Christians, we've got to figure out how to get him home. Christians need to organize themselves so that we have the facilities in place so that when a Christian gets kicked out of his Muslim house, he has a home to go to, right? And the problem with a lot of Christians is they don't want to get their hands dirty. They always they're passing the potato, right? Again, it's the middle class syndrome, because a lot of Christians are middle class and they don't want conflict. So it's like, I want someone else to do it, but I don't want to do it myself. So as Christians, we need to get our own house in order, and we need to be in a place to support Muslims who have become Christian. That means finding them a home. It means finding them wives and husbands. Like, I've helped a Christian sister find a husband, and now she's going to get married. Right? She's from a Muslim background. That would normally have been done by her family. We have to do that. We've got to help them find jobs, because normally their own Muslim community would help them find jobs. If they've been excluded from the Muslim community, then we Christians need to help them find jobs. But we also need, as well as a church reaction, we also need the kind of government that will act from the top. Okay. It must become a police priority to protect Muslims who leave Islam. Right?
And that's irrespective of what religion they choose.
Yes, irrespective. If a Muslim becomes Christian or wants to just leave Islam, the state should protect them. And anyone that threatens them, harasses them, or challenges them in any way, other than an intellectual debate, obviously, but any kind of harassment, alarm, or distress should be tackled, and it should be tackled by the state. But right now, as the example of Nisar Hussein demonstrates, the state is looking the other way. And it is doing it because it's frightened of a conflict with the wider Muslim community. The liberal establishment knows that if it starts challenging these Muslim gangs, it's going to get embroiled in a wider fraction with the Muslim community. We need a government that's not frightened to do that. But we've got governments that are frightened.
Yeah. Well, would you say though, or agree though, that a lot of Muslims in general are quite tolerant though? And then there's some which take it to higher extremes. Would you agree on that?
Absolutely. The minority of Muslims that actually apply Islam fully is a tiny minority. Small minority. But as I showed I did a talk earlier today about the Henry Jackson Society and its survey. Nearly over 50% of Muslims want to impose Sharia law.
That's dangerous.
That is dangerous to you, it's dangerous to me, and we as Christians shouldn't be passive in resisting that. We should resist it culturally, we should resist it politically, we should resist it socially, and we should resist it economically.
So is not Sharia is permitting slavery, sex slavery and child marriage?
Those are all included in Sharia law, but it
we should be against these.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like that's stating the obvious,
yeah.
Right? Like, but the point is, the liberals, they'll say I'm against child marriage, but they won't say that they're against Sharia law. They'll say that they're against slavery, but they won't say they're against Sharia law. As a Christian, I don't have the liberals' problem. I can think straight. I can say I'm against it, and I can say that I am against it in any group that embodies it. So I can say that I'm against racism. Oh, you're setting up a Nazi party, are you? Well, I'm against you. You're part of the Ku Klux Klan, are you? Well, I'm against you. Well, same logic applies. If someone says they're in favour of child marriage or slavery or reducing Christians to second-class citizens, I can say that I'm against them. And by being against them, if Islam teaches those things, then I can say I'm against Islam, I'm against Sharia law.
So you're kind of calling it out for what it is. Okay, and not like going around and
Now, the point is, right, some people want us to think of, in terms of this question about it's a non-issue, right? They want us to say, well, it's not happening. Tell that to Nisar Hussein, who had to flee Bradford because the Muslims tried to kill him. Tell that to my friend who was made homeless because her family wouldn't accept that she wanted to be Christian. Tell that to my brother who's here in the park, whose family and his community have basically driven him out of a city here in the UK. So this idea that it doesn't happen is a lie of the liberals, and we should not listen to their lies. And we should call them out on their cowardice that they don't want to deal with it. There's forced conversions happening in British prisons.
In the prison.
Forced conversions. Forced conversions are happening in Britain.
Yes, I've heard this.
Yes, and that's been reported by the government itself. The government itself is saying that there are forced conversions happening in prisons. So it is happening in the UK. So it is something that we deal with. And notice how the liberals always want to try and diminish it. They always want to talk about something else. They always want to try and ignore it. That is the disease of liberalism that we must reject. We must reject this disease of liberalism.
Even some Muslims agree that it's happening.
Yes.
Even some Muslims in the prisons have agreed it's happening.
Yes.
So there's no need to deny it.
The evidence is there if people are willing to look. But the media don't want to focus on it. And that brings us to another issue which is connected to the whole of this. The British media are a village of people. They're a town's worth of people. Maybe about 2,500. Right? They are all on the same page. And they act as a shepherd about our perspective. They focus you in on what they want you to think is an issue, whilst ignoring things that they don't want you to think are issues. We have to reject the influence of the media over our perspective. You owe it to yourselves to educate yourselves about what is happening around these questions, so that you aren't a sheep bleating out the narratives of the liberals like you're all hearing right now. The sheeple of British society only think it's an issue if the BBC says it. You've got to free yourself from this problem.
How do you go about dealing with it?
You know, I'm going to let someone else speak. It was a good convo.
Can I give you a gift?
Yeah. I took your other gift.
Did you read it?
I haven't read it as of yet,
Okay, have a
but I'm going to read it. Yeah?
You're an atheist or what?
We had this conversation the last time. We had it the last time.
Okay.
I'm not an atheist. I believe in the Creator, so I'm not an atheist.
Well, I mean, I would say to you that the Creator has revealed himself through our Lord Jesus Christ.
I know you said that over there.
Yes.
Nice one, man. Take care.
I accept that you believe you have. I doubt it's actually.